just gonna die in the end. Okay, guys, I've been waiting for this one. This is a death battle, and yes, it's Aang versus Edward Elric. We've been talking about this one a lot in the comment section and everything since it came out just about a week ago. I've been dying to see this. It just, again, I always try and let the videos be out for a few days before I watch it. And, excuse me, actually, you guys will be seeing this. I've got videos done ahead of time now because I've got a lot I've got to do over at the Goose to get things all caught back up from when we had our Vimeo account taken down. So I've been getting videos done ahead of time for the YouTube channel here. So by the time you guys see this, it'll have been out for quite a little while. Not that it matters. I've been looking forward to this. I mean, that's just such a great pair of characters to put in a battle. I love both of them. You guys know, many of you watch those series along with me. Edward's phenomenal. Aang was fantastic. I've said before, Avatar: The Last Airbender is the most overachieving anime I've seen as far as exceeding expectations. And of course, well, Alphonse was my favorite character in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I love the series. It's right there. I mean, my top series are One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, and then right there and that very close and next level is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So typically I always give a pick on the epic rap battles of who I'm rooting for. I usually give a pick on these as well, but I'm not even gonna try today. There's no way to differentiate between the two for me to pick one that I like more than the other. So I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this battle, and then it'll be fun to see what you guys think, who you're rooting for, if you agree with the winner, so on and so forth. That's a lot of the fun of doing these, is reading what you guys have to say in the comments. All right, I'll shut up now so we can go watch. This is an epic battle.
The elements make up every aspect of the world we live in, and no average
Equivalent
person can
exchange.
But somehow these kids can master them with a vengeance.
Like Aang, the Avatar.
And Edward Elric, the Full Metal Alchemist. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
I mention every
to find
time,
out who would
I
win
love these guys'
a
voices.
death battle.
Especially Boomstick.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Heart.
Once the four nations lived in harmony, and some of their citizens could even learn to bend their nation's element. But only the Avatar could master all
Master
four,
them all,
and
baby.
it's their
Bring
duty
it.
to protect the balance between these nations.
And since there's always got to be an Avatar around, a new one is born whenever the last one dies.
But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Attempting to conquer the other three nations, the Avatar
goes
would
frozen for a
inevitably
long
be
period of time.
their greatest obstacle.
Man, they'd even go after a kid?
Living among the air nomads, Aang was
Biological
a
age 12.
beautiful 12 years old when he learned of his destiny. He was
182nd Avatar. I didn't realize that.
The Avatar.
But he totally wussed out, ran away from home, and got frozen in ice for 100 years. What the hell? That's not what I'd do if I found out I was an awesome elemental badass.
No, he's got a good point there.
I'd
be whooping some ass. Yep.
Boomstick.
Cashing in.
He's 12.
You can still get paid at 12.
But running away actually saved his life, as the Fire Nation knew the next Avatar would be an air nomad and slaughtered them all in a horrific surprise attack.
But the poor
Dirty
kid
bastards.
wouldn't be stuck in ice forever. He was eventually rescued by some new friends and began his quest to learn the other elements and save the world. And
boy,
as
what
an
a great
air
story
nomad,
it was,
he can
though.
really bend the wind to his will.
He can use air bending to create whirlwinds and tornadoes or slice through solid stone.
And he can fly.
I like when he rides the little
Whee!
air ball. Whee!
Well, it's not exactly flying, Boomstick. What he actually does
Gliding.
is manipulate the air currents to keep aloft. That's why he carries a glider, complete with snacks.
Oh, well, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Whatever. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a duck.
Quack.
Or I guess flying avatar guy.
Ducks actually can fly. Anyway, Aang can use air in pretty much every aspect of his life. Like for shields, increasing his speed, improving agility, adjusting his body temperature, and even focusing his breath to use as an attack.
After he learned
Even
water
after
bending
having
from Paku and Katara, Aang can make whips, knives,
just
and literal tsunamis.
watch the series.
Hey, I
It's
can
still
do
so
that
much
too.
fun
Just
watching
give me a
them
pool and watch this
recap everything.
cannonball
It's still
fly.
fascinating.
Does that mean I'm a waterbender?
Sure. Waterbenders
Sure.
can also manipulate steam and ice.
Just like how I, the great waterbender Boomstick the Wet, will use my powers to swim through this
Boomstick the
block.
Wet.
You what?
Yep. Waterbending 101. You can be jealous.
Oh wow!
Turn this down a
I'm
little
just
bit.
bursting with envy.
Bending powers activate! Ah!
Almost worked.
Ha! Success!
Like airbending,
Water
bending
fragments.
requires a nearby source of water to use, like a pond or a filled bottle. The same goes for earthbending, which Aang learned from his mentor Toph.
Earthbending is all about
Toph
throwing
was
rocks at people
badass.
and a bunch of other cool stuff, like making walls and earthquakes and causing the ground to swallow you up, which is kind of creepy, actually.
Yeah, a little
Last
bit.
but certainly not least, Aang learned the art of firebending from his longtime rival, Prince Zuko. Unlike the other arts, firebenders can
Zuko was one of the
actually
most
use fire to use
surprising
at
characters I've ever
Firebending
seen in
is
an
so
anime too, where he
goddamn
ended up.
powerful. It's even got the deadliest bending technique of all, shooting lightning.
will. Well, only the most advanced firebenders can cast lightning, which is usually an instant kill move. While Aang never learned the move itself, he has learned how to redirect it.
To
through his
redirect it
body.
through, yeah,
But
yeah,
even
that was
after
cool.
learning the 4 elements, Aang got to meet one last master bender.
Who taught him the art of manipulating a person's life energy, the purest form of bending.
That was
It's
pretty cool.
super dangerous, though, and one mistake could tear up Aang's soul.
And with it, Aang defeated the Fire Lord and brought peace to the world at large.
Well, with that and with his super
It was
form,
so,
the
like I said, I
Avatar
love the way they
State.
recapped
In the
this.
Avatar state,
It
Aang's
immediately
bending abilities grow immensely
Takes you
powerful.
back to watching
This
it.
is because the Avatar state lets Aang draw upon the power and wisdom of all previous Avatar incarnations. Though it is extremely risky, as dying while in the Avatar state ends the cycle of
And- right.
reincarnation permanently.
Why would he care if he's dead?
It's a hell of a
anyway?
way to roll the
Whatever.
dice.
The coolest thing about the Avatar state is it makes you glow like this. Behold!
Pretty impressive,
How are you
Boomstick.
doing that?
Oh, I drank a bunch of glow sticks.
You need to go
Good
to the
call.
doctor.
Good
like
call.
Right now.
My liver's processed way worse than
Well, with or without the Avatar state, Aang is plenty powerful. He has the ability to move gigantic stone columns and even carve canyons around an entire city.
Not
35.7 million tons. Not bad.
Earthbending kings and massive
Water.
explosions, he threw this gigantic column of rock at the Fire Lord.
To get the column's mass, we compared Aang's height against it and determined it must weigh 9,500 tons.
Aang's
Fairly
super
weighty.
fast too. With airbending, he can run on water.
Which, given
I don't
his
know.
size, requires a movement speed of well over 67 miles per hour.
He used
Does
airbending
Edward
to block a
have
giant
anything
column
to keep up with
destroying
this?
explosive attack from the best named character on the show, Combustion Man.
And he's proven he could redirect lightning from the Fire Lord
It is a
himself.
quality name, right on the
Taking into account
nose.
the distance between them and how far Aang's arm had to move to catch the lightning, he would have to react at least 155 times faster than sound.
He
God
is
damn.
pretty unused to violence, though. I mean, he's a vegetarian pacifist for crying out loud.
Huh.
But while he may seem like just a kid, Aang still saved the world and led it into a peaceful future. To him, bending is elementary.
If you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear.
That was well done. What,
Alchemists of
what a
old
great
once tried to
capsulization.
turn lead into gold with not great results. But in the country of Amestris, the ancient science of
Here we
alchemy
go.
is actually possible by using the Earth's natural energy.
Boy,
to
alchemy
reshape the molecular
versus
structure
all the
of various
bending that Aang
objects.
brings, though.
And by
Yeesh.
drawing a circle thingy.
A transmutation circle, which most
Circle
alchemists
thingy.
use, except for the youthful prodigy Edward Elric.
You don't
Oh,
need no
what a little
transmutation
badass.
circle.
Careful, Boomstick. He's a bit touchy about his size.
Hey, if I lost my mom like he did, I'd get mad at the little stuff too. But Ed and his brother Alphonse figured they could bring her back with alchemy. So they went for it, but things went
Didn't
south
work out
real
well,
fast.
no.
You know how people say they'd give an arm and a leg for something? Well, Ed literally did, and poor Al
Whoa,
lost his whole
Boomstick.
body. Luckily, Ed managed to stick his brother's soul in a suit of armor, but still,
Cram it in there.
yikes.
This horrible experience has forever marked the two brothers. No one is meant to transmute the human soul, and the boys were lucky just to escape with their lives.
But he got something good out of it, like super secret knowledge, including how to do alchemy without a circle thingy. He just has to clap
I
instead.
love circle thingy.
So, worth it?
With these new abilities, Ed and Alphonse began their quest to restore their bodies. Specifically, they sought the incredible power of a Philosopher's Stone, believing it to be their only chance. Eventually, Ed joined the military.
Red Redemption.
And thanks to his amazing potential, he was named by the Fuhrer the Full Metal Alchemist.
What? Adolf Hitler?
It's just Bradley.
Just another Führer.
Until he isn't.
Spoilers! Also, since Ed lost a couple limbs, he got them replaced with automail. Kinda like my
Which
leg.
is cool as hell.
Automail is made from incredibly durable metal, ranging from his original steel one, to a gas-powered one, to his best version consisting of a mix of aluminum and carbon. Apart from being durable metal prosthetics, Ed's automail limbs function just like normal ones. He can even reshape his arm as a weapon.
So he can
Which is
turn
cool
it into
as hell.
swords and saws
Entirely
and stuff,
badass.
increase its durability by hardening its makeup, or turn it into an umbrella.
The biggest thing Edward's got
Truly
going
a
for him
limb
is
of many talents.
he's
But
not
at the
that
end of the day, Ed's true talent
pacifist
lies
type.
not in sword fighting.
He's
or
ready to fight.
umbrella holding, but the art of alchemy.
He can do all sorts of crazy things with all the elements. He can basically make anything he wants, like spears and shields.
So long as he follows the rule of equivalent
exchange. Yes.
Anything created with alchemy must have a source of equal value and cannot be made fundamentally different. For example, lead can be molded into a statue, but it cannot be turned into water. Other than that, there are 3 principles needed to use alchemy well: comprehension,
Which means you gotta understand what the thing you're using is made of.
Yeah, that helps.
destruction,
Breaking stuff down,
and
Reconstruction.
putting stuff back together.
Ed is
Boy,
only limited by the
again,
materials
I
at
know I
hand
keep saying it, but I
and
love
his
the way they break
imagination.
this stuff
At
down.
his full potential, he can do almost anything. He can purify water, create ammonium gas from ammonium nitrate, repair entire houses, and transform a gun into a trumpet.
Don't you ever
That
try
comes
and
in
do
handy.
that with any of my guns. Anyway, Ed's also learned destruction alchemy, which does exactly what you think it does. Make
Go
a
from a
big
war
ol'
into a
kaboom.
jazz fest.
Ed's used it to destroy stuff like automail, but it can also be used to explode people's heads.
So, using
Scar, my
destruction
boy.
alchemy, Ed should be able to destroy something like this on a molecular level.
Ha! Or you could just do that.
Anyway, with all of his abilities, Ed has done some incredibly impressive things.
Not only has he blocked gunfire from a Gatling gun after it started firing, he's dodged a pistol from nearly point-blank range.
Yeah.
And his automail arm
Yeah,
even took a bite from a lion-headed chimera. It was totally fine.
Assuming this
It was all
chimera
good.
has a similar bite force to that of a real lion, that means Ed's arm stood up to a force of 1,000 pounds per square inch.
He's created a gigantic cannon and then survived that cannon exploding while he was standing on it. And then he survived being on top of a huge boulder exploding
You know,
too.
and it's funny too. As much as I love that series, sometimes I forget about the entirety of the impressive things Edward has done.
Must have been equivalent to over 100 tons of TNT.
How's that for equivalent exchange, bitches? He also survived an explosion that took out most
Nice
of a
boomstick.
10-story building.
Even apart from being tough, Ed has shown considerable strength when using alchemy.
Like when he created a gigantic golem to crush his opponent.
By measuring the size of the stone golem's thumb, comparing it to the size of the
I love the way
average
they do
human's
this,
thumb,
Matt.
and using that scale to estimate the size of the golem, that gives us an estimated weight of over 3,000 metric tons.
All
Jesus
this
Christ.
without any Philosopher's Stone. Because it turns out those things are really, really messed up.
Right. Philosopher's Stones are extremely powerful and can be used in many different ways. Kimberly the Crimson Lotus Alchemist, for example, used one to create a massive explosion equal to 157 kilotons of TNT. However,
Boy, there were
it
great
turns
characters
out
in that
these
series.
stones are composed of imprisoned
Humans,
souls.
yeah.
So
There-
Ed
that's
and
always
Al
a
vowed
downside.
to avoid them on principle. Although Ed can boost his alchemic power in a similar manner by drawing on his own life force, increasing his potential at the cost of shortening his lifespan. But that's what Ed ultimately had to learn, what it truly means to let something go. And so he found another
Boy,
way
that-
to revive Al's
they
body,
certainly did that in a
sacrificing his own
fantastic
power
way.
for the sake of family.
Aw, what a nice guy. But all in all, so
Crazy
long as
good
Ed
dude.
knows what he's trying to transmute, he's an amazing force to be reckoned with.
Now let's go home. Together.
Boy, that was great. I almost forgot how insanely good that music was, too.
All right, the combatants are set. And
Here we
we've
go.
run the data
All right.
through all possibilities.
Boy, I don't know.
But first, thanks to Blue Apron, I've
I think
become a food vendor.
Aang's gonna be tough to beat.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
Choose your meals each week, get the ingredients delivered to your doorstep, and whip up a meal using the easy-to-follow directions provided.
It's a great way to get fantastic meals without having to worry about all that tedious prep work cooking at home usually requires.
And if you
I
jump
like the
in
background
now,
music.
you'll get some delicious summer choices like juicy burgers and tomato salsa.
If there's anybody that needs
Personally,
food
this has
delivered,
been a
it's me.
fantastic way to get legitimately good meals into my busy weekly routine.
My
Aang.
favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice
Boomstick
coming
is
home
awesome.
knowing I'll
It
have a
really
delicious
is.
meal I can whip up with ease. To start making delicious, brag-worthy meals at home without the hassle, try Blue Apron.
Check out this week's menu and get $60 off at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle.
Make sure, guys, if you
Blue
go
Apron,
use that
a better way to cook.
But right
the
now,
/battle,
it's
use that
time for a death
URL
battle.
and support Death Battle. Here we go. Come on, Momo.
Sorry, Momo. You're just too little.
Huh?
Little! Who you next week, you stupid hairless kid?
The voice is good.
I'll show you!
Yeah, I knew Ed wouldn't have any problem going on the attack. Again, I don't have a rooting interest. I like both these characters. I just think Aang is going to be tough to beat for Ed. Comes some alchemy, Aang. That's well done. Reroute that shit.
You know, there are actually a lot of advantages to being short. Like, you'll never hit your head on door frames.
Good
and,
call.
I'm still growing!
I do like how he grew through the series, too. Oh.
Ah! Oh no! I'm sorry!
Classic misdirection. That's advantage Elric. Ha!
Way to go, Ed.
Damn it!
Oh, here comes the cannon.
How's this for small?
What you got, Aang? Might want to dodge.
What
Wow.
kind of alchemy is that?
What kind of alchemy is that? Spendable alchemy. It's flexible.
Okay, no more clappy magic.
No more clappy magic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh is right. Nah! The cabbage guy. Poor cabbage guy.
There you are!
Nice try, Shorty!
Watch the transmutation circle there, Aang. Oh.
Whew. Can't believe that worked.
Can't believe that worked. Oh. Avatar mode engaged. This is a problem, Edward. Yeah, this is an issue.
At least I'm taller than you.
At least that.
Left me no choice.
That's a great,
Looks like Ed didn't
great
have a leg to stand on.
finishing line. No, at least I'm taller
Ed
than
may
you.
have been more quick-witted and inventive, and he certainly had more combat experience.
Right.
But Aang's bending abilities were
I-
far more versatile and readily
Obviously, I
available than
agree with their
combat
conclusion. Just
Yeah, it had cool stuff.
Because it goes
like
back to what I was
cannons
saying, I
and
just
gun
didn't see a way
trumpets,
that Edward
but
had
Aang was
enough
fast
for
to react
Aang.
to lightning, which is way faster than dodging a measly bullet.
Recall how Ed survived an explosion that destroyed most of a 10-story building.
Right.
By examining the size of the building and thus the volume of the conical explosion, this blast must have equaled about 30 kilotons of TNT.
Not too bad.
Cool, but Aang did way more when he carved up a circle around that city in Avatar State.
The force to blast such a huge ravine around the city of Udao was a massive undertaking. By measuring the width, length, and depth of the affected area compared to the size of the city, we found it would take almost 160 kilotons of TNT
Jesus
to pull that off.
Christ.
More than 5 times greater than Ed's best durability feat. So Aang definitely had the stuff to crush Ed's automail
take
arm
him out,
and
yeah.
the rest of him.
Granted, Ed could reach this sort of power by sacrificing his life force. Remember Kimbley's explosion, the one empowered by a Philosopher's Stone, a blast worth 157 kilotons of TNT? That's almost identical to Aang's feat, and theoretically, Ed could have been capable of this level of power. Theoretically. However, a Philosopher's Stone uses many souls, while Ed could only draw from his one. Not to mention, drawing from his own life force.
That's a good point, too.
Had a very short and dangerous duration limit compared to the Avatar state, which has no such limit.
Right.
But even so, Ed's tactics and creativity kept him in the fight. Yet the Avatar's speed, power, and versatility was too much.
Just too much. Just too much ability.
Cannon and would hardly kill anyone, but unleashing his full power is a sight to behold.
Just when Ed thought he had the hang of it,
Yeah, I the hang of it.
The winner is Avatar Aang.
Again, I'll be interested
Thanks
to see
for
what
watching
you guys
this episode
say.
of Death Battle. If you want the
agree.
battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
Yeah, I agree with that. Again, I wasn't rooting for either one because I love both those characters. But as you know, as I was thinking about it as we were watching, it's like, boy, I don't know what Edward would have that would really counter if Aang goes all out, which Avatar State is all out. So I personally agree with their take on that one. I'll be interested to see what you guys say. All I know is, again, and I just got done watching Avatar, have fairly recently watched FMAB, but even just the setup is so much fun and so entertaining to watch when these guys do it. Even though you just watched it, it's like getting that feeling of nostalgia and enjoying the series all over again. This was fun. I mean, these are just fantastic videos, and yeah, I agree with the outcome. How about you guys?